One of the most frustrating things about this country is the weather. We talk about it all the time. We just turn this light on. We talk about it all the time. Whether it's good, we moan when it's good, and we moan when it's bad. We moan when it's too hot, but 80% of the time it's raining and it's wet and horrible. I didn't get any footage, guys. Literally, when I got out of the car and I started filming, it started horrendously pouring down. It's well, to give you an idea, most of the sellers didn't get out of their car, and within me being there within 5 minutes, they they all started driving off. The sellers didn't even get out of their cars; they just went home. Um, and about 2 minutes ago, I've just found out that the other boot sale has been cancelled. So another frustrating week. More frustrating for me is that next Sunday I am at London and Comic Mart in London, obviously. So it's unlikely I'm going to go to a boot sale unless I go to one stupidly early, if if it's open as early as that, and then make my way into London. The annoying thing again is the following Sunday I'm at the NEC in Birmingham, so I'm not going to be going probably to any boot sales for 2 weeks now. So this is really frustrating. I did pick up a couple of bits. Like I say, it was horrible and wet. My tracksuit's soaked, my trainers are ruined. But I did pick up a couple of annuals. So we've got Batman, Superman and Batman with Robin the Wonder Boy annual. I haven't even looked to see what year it is. I've just kind of wiped it because it was obviously wet. And then off the same person, I got the Batman 1992 annual. So it's not particularly great finds. But I also did pick up an unusual item. Let me get it out of the back here. I knew it was 80s from when I looked at it. It needs a good old clean. But I picked up this skateboard. And this is, let me just turn it around, Landshark. So I've had a little mooch on eBay. Like I said, this needs a good clean, guys. So I'm probably just going to leave it in the car for the minute. I looked on eBay and they sell for sort of 15-20 quid. So not the usual thing I buy, but I was taken in by the artwork on the skateboard. So guys, overall, frustrating, disappointing, wet, muddy, horrible day. Again, and it was the same last week because obviously I didn't put a video out last week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go upstairs, I'm going to jump back into bed for an hour or two because I'm absolutely knackered from the show that I did yesterday in Watford. That was a great day as well, so thanks to everyone that attended there. And then I am going to show you guys what I have picked up recently, additions to my own personal collection, because this video is obviously quite short, so I'll make it up a little bit and do a little extra 10 minutes with my recent pickup finds. So guys, I'll see you once I've had a sleep, a bath and sorted myself out, and then I'll film the rest. So I'll see you in a bit. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the toy room. So that clip that you guys just see, that brief little clip of a rainy boot sale, was from not the Sunday just gone, the previous Sunday. So guys, I just have to apologise. Recently things have just been crazy busy. So just a quick update before I go into everything, my recent pickups and boot sale finds and that. I got promoted. It was a pretty swift thing that happened with my job. I got promoted on a Wednesday and started my new job on the Monday, so things have been a bit crazy with that. I've also had 2 toy shows in the last couple of weekends. I did WhatCon at Watford last Saturday, and then Sunday just gone I did Pop Mart, London Pop and Comic Mart obviously in London. So it has been crazy busy. So I feel I need to tell you guys that, because I do love doing videos, I really do, but getting the time to do them, upload them, edit them, and then obviously upload them onto YouTube, it takes a hell of a lot of time, and I don't like throwing 5-minute crap videos together for you guys. So basically this video now is effectively sort of 3 weeks worth of my pickups into my personal collection you obviously see the boot sale finds from a couple of weeks ago. So what happened was is that I went to a boot sale, it was raining. It's annoying because it seems to rain on Sundays all the time, and that was the first one at that particular one of the season. I picked up a vintage 80s skateboard, and I picked up a couple of annuals, but I did go to a boot sale before Comic Mart on Sunday just gone, but I didn't do, I say I didn't film, I filmed for about 5 minutes. I will go into what happened at the boot sale in a little while, guys, but I want to share with you first my recent pickups. So these are all items that I've purchased or traded or whatever recently that have gone, that are in my collection now. So these are all part of my personal collection. I've got some bits down here as well. So first off, as you can see, this is probably the oldest one of all this lot. I got this a few weeks ago. We've got Dutch, the NECA version of Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Dutch figure from Predator, and I got him really cheap. I got him off one of the Facebook pages. I think I paid like £15 posted, and he's obviously got his guns and all that with him, and he fits perfectly down there in between Predator and Alien. So a wicked addition to the collection. Secondly, this is quite an old one as well. I added 2 more Zolo World Warrior Beasts to my collection. I got these from Nick at Floston Paradise. We've got Tomahawk here. Really cool figures. These are, like you say, knockoff figures of Masters of the Universe. Well, Warrior Beasts were originally knockoffs made by Remco, and this is Headhunter. Unfortunately, and I don't really want to open these guys, but his cape is covering his face. It's a really cool figure. Nick knows about it. He's going to try and sort me out with another one if he's able to get one, but it's not the end of the world. These are not massively expensive figures, so I'm not gonna bust me balls on that, to be honest with you. I picked up this brand new Masters of the Universe pencil from 1983, the year I was born. It's got the tag and everything on it. You guys know. Oh, it's got Skeletor on the back as well with the tag. Skeletor and He-Man on the back of the tag. I picked that up off eBay. Again, that was probably 2 weeks ago now, 2.5 weeks ago. I picked this up from my mate Vic at Fistful of Collectibles. I've mentioned in recent videos, guys, that I am looking to expand my collection with some unusual things that obviously a lot of people probably think I'm not into or I wouldn't collect. And one of them was G.I. Joe. I mentioned that I only wanted a few of them. I'm not going to go for a complete collection because I'll be collecting forever. Oh, excuse me, nearly fell there. But I got this off Vic at a great deal to start my collection. This is on a Chinese card, but this is obviously Destro. So one of the more known G.I. Joe characters. So happy to add that to the collection. There's a few I want to get. I'm hoping to potentially get them in America. I'm obviously going to Chicago in a few weeks. Right, now this item, weirdly, I have been after for over 10 years. I've been trying to get this. They very rarely pop up on eBay, and when they do, not in the UK, it's usually in Japan, and I always miss them. One thing is, I'm really happy to add this to my collection, but one thing I'm pissed off about is that the seller sent this in a jiffy bag. So this was practically perfect. Now I've got each corner's creased. Look, it's not the end of the world, but it just annoys me that people can't pack a toy that, this is from 2000s, this is nearly 20 years old. Why put it in a jiffy bag? Just put it in a box. Nah, it is a really rare Gremlins item, and I did get a partial refund to try and well, not piss me off so much, but I'm still pissed, but I'm happy to have this in the collection. So this is Gremlins 2, it's the PBC figurine collection, but they classed it as part 3. And I've got the other 2 parts which are more common. So this one has got Gritto and the Bride, Gizmo, and the Bat Gremlin, and it is a really rare triple pack. And as you can see on the back, they're the other 2 sets. I have got both of them as well. I've had them probably since 2000. I've had them in my collection. and this was one I wanted and it popped up, and I didn't hesitate. There was a make an offer. I made an offer, and then 10 minutes later I thought, you know what, forget the offer, let's just buy it. And like I said, I ended up getting a tenner back. I think I paid 40 posted for it, but I got a tenner back, so it's ended up costing me £30. That is a really good price, guys. Really good price. I'm really, really happy with it. Now, more recent ones. At the weekend, I've done a big toy pickup in Maidstone, and these were in it. So I've took these for myself. Obviously, the rest of the stuff I'm looking to sell on. Animated Spider-Man. There was very few figures I need now. This one was one I wouldn't say necessarily wanted, but I see it here. It was a really nice card, so I decided to keep it. So this is Hydra Man, and that's going into the collection. To be honest with you guys, there ain't many more I need or want now. Shocker is one of the ones I'm actually looking for. This is just an upgrade, so I already had this on card, but the card was pretty bad. This is a really nice card. It's come away a little bit at the bottom there, but it's really nice. So this is the Hobgoblin, one of my favourite characters from Spider-Man. So them two have gone into the collection. Now, some of you guys who follow me on Instagram and Facebook will probably have seen the majority of these pop up over the last few weeks, and this is another one. I haven't took this out of the box yet. I've just got to spend an hour up here to kind of get all this sorted and get this on the shelves. This is the Mezco King Kong of Skull Island. So it's Kong, comes with additional hands and an additional head. So it's pretty cool figure. I'm not sure how much of it you're going to see, but if you're a Kong fan, I definitely recommend it. It's not that expensive, to be honest with you. I've actually got two. I've got one for sale as well. So if anyone's interested, let us know. I picked this up on eBay. I never even, to be honest with you, I don't really look on eBay too much for Godzilla stuff, but this, Vic mentioned this to me, and it was in his watch box, and I took the liberty of going and buying it. And funny enough, I knew the person who was selling this, so that was pretty cool. So this is a Godzilla Money Bank from 1994, from Trendmasters, I believe. Yeah, Trendmasters. So there's been quite a few decent pickups in the last few weeks, to be honest with you. I've been very busy. There was a couple of comics I picked up from Craig at Nerdbase. There is another one in there. I found number 11 to Maximum Carnage, so I've completed the Maximum Carnage run now. But we've also got Spider-Man 301, which is really cool. I'm still after 300, but I don't really want to pay them sort of prices. And then we've got Spider-Man 375, just like the cover on that one. Venom, and like I said, I've got Maximum Carnage. Number 11 of 14 has been added to the collection. Right, moving on to the smallest of the lot here, Battle Beasts. I mentioned to you guys I was going to start collecting Battle Beasts, and well, it's started off pretty well. So I said that I wanted to get them with their rubs and with their weapons. I just feel that if I'm going to collect them, or if I'm only collecting Series 1 at the minute, so there's only 28 in Series 1, I thought if I'm going to collect them, I wanted to collect them properly and let's not mess about. So I have got the Pirate Lion, but he's got no rub. I got him off Andy. You guys would have seen that in a previous video. He's got no rub and he's got no weapon. But my first proper one was a gift, funny enough, from someone who watches my channel and follows me on social media, Michael Proctor. Big thank you for this. So this is the Gorilla, and as you can see, he's got his rub, he's got his weapon, and he's in very nice condition. Now the next 5 I picked up from one person on eBay. I got these for a good price. They've all got their rubs, they've all got their weapons. I do have another one coming from the same guy, and then I have another 7 coming from someone in America now. I've just had a post office you was not in note come today, so I believe that might be them. So in total we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 7, so we've got 14. So we've already got half. I've already got half of the 28. I've not messed around. I've just gone in and just thought, bug it, let's just go in and find them. I'm looking to find as many as I can in America. So we've got the Toad there, We've got Snake. These are cool little figures, they really are. We've got the Elephant. Again, like I said, guys, they've all got their rubs and they've got their weapons. We have the Horse. And we have the Tortoise. Like I said, I have another 8 coming, so you'll probably see them in the next video or video after, whichever I decide. Now, one more package I just want to quickly go through before I go on to the last thing. So I've got these. I completely forgot about this, to be honest with you. I've got these off a guy James, who I regularly buy bits off on Facebook. He was just clearing down his watch the Battle Beasts. He was clearing down his kaiju collection, so he done a big box of kaijus for me for a really good price. I'm not going to keep them all. I've decided which ones I'm going to keep, and then I'm going to be selling the rest. I'll be bringing them probably to the NEC with me this Sunday. So we're at the NEC this Sunday at Birmingham. So I believe most of these are from Ultraman. So that's got Bandai 1999 written on it. We got all sorts of monsters in here. Is it Ultraman? Yeah, it's Ultraman. Got another one there. I don't know most of these guys' names. I just like the look of them. Got another big winged beast there. There's quite a few in here. He's put some of these in there as well. I can't remember what program they're from. But the monsters are all from Ultraman. We've got some really weird looking ones here. Look. I love kaiju. But like I said, guys, I'm not going to keep all of these. I haven't really got the space on my kaiju shelf to keep all of these. Plus, as well, I don't like all of them. These ones I don't mind. I like the dinosaur looking ones, the monster looking ones. They kind of got that Godzilla thing going about them. That one I'll definitely keep. And the rest will be for sale. So, again, massive thank you to James on them. Right, last thing. I think I brought everything in from what I've got in the last few weeks. I'm almost certain I have. If not, I haven't added no WWE figures or anything. So yeah, I think that is about it. So last but not least, guys. Now, I mentioned that I went to the boot sale just before Comic and Pop Mart on Sunday. So it was really early. I got there at like 6:05 and it was packed ready. It was the first one of the season. This is 5 minutes from my house. And I see probably 5 or 6 dealers I know. And the problem is, some around here, some of the dealers work in pairs. So they just completely blitzed the boot sale. So I'd been there about 45 minutes and I'm thinking I've got to go soon. I've got a little bit of the ump because I see, I'm seeing dealers walk out with bags of gear. But you're not too sure what's in the bags. I see some of them have Lego. I'm not really into the Lego that much. So I don't tend to buy that sort of stuff. First off, I picked up something for my missus. So my missus is a big Mickey Mouse collector, so I was really pleased to pick this up because this is really nice. This is from Florida. It's got $15 written on the bottom, so it's obviously from Disney World in Florida. That's a cool little Mickey. You can see it's got a little Mickey and a little snow globe as well. I paid £1 for that. Geezer was like, yeah, just gives a quid. Nadine, my missus, is really happy with it, and it's gone on her little Mickey Mouse shelf in our living room. But guys, this is just unbelievable. So I put this up on social media. The hype around it blew up a little bit. I put it up at like 7:30, 8 o'clock on Sunday morning. A lot of people were questioning as to whether it was legit. Was it a knockoff? Was it a reissue? Because they done reissue versions like this, I didn't know. So I was at the show all day with Vic. I was at London Pop Mart, and I just wanted to get back and do some research on it. So after video calling my friend Rob, some of you guys know Rob Addison, who's done mask videos with me. He's a big Transformers expert. He was very much saying to me that he's sort of 80-20 with it. He thinks it's definitely real, but to sort of ask another guy that he knew who was an expert called Lee. I also put it on Facebook in one of the Facebook groups, which is Oolers, asking for people's opinions because I don't know too much about this toy line. And
pretty much about 90% of the people that come back said it was legit. It was legit. From all the photos I put up, 100% it was legit. It wasn't a knockoff, and it weren't a reissue. So guys, I found this at the boot sale. So all I found was that Mickey Mouse, and I was literally about 10 minutes from leaving, and this guy put this out randomly in a line with loads of other cheap toys, like he had some remote control helicopters, and I said to him, how much for that? And he picked it up and he went, oh, £5. And at that time I didn't know whether it was original, whether it was a reissue, but I thought, for £5 I don't care. I'd only spent £1 all morning, I'm not bothered, I'm going home, let's just grab it. So I grabbed it. So guys, what we got here is a 1984 Generation 1 pre-rub Transformers Soundwave figure in this box. I kid you not, I do not lie to people. This was real, and this is probably the best boot sale find I've ever had as an individual item. I have found job lots at boot sales, so taking that aside, this is probably the single best item I've ever found at a boot sale. I'm not going to take him out of his box now because he's been in and out of his box for photos, but the cassette is there, buzzsaw, but there is another 4 cassettes. One of them's I believe Laserbeak, and I can't remember the other ones, but there's another 4 cassettes in there, so there's actually 5 cassettes. So whoever owned this had the other cassettes and put them in. Unbelievable, guys. Like, I'm still getting my head around it now. To be honest with you, I didn't know this, and I still don't know. I'm no Transformers expert, but apparently what I'm being told is that the pre-rub versions were before the generation. So this is all to do with the sticker on the front and everything, and they command a higher value. So I've been told that this Soundwave is worth £200 upwards, and that if I'd be silly to take less than £200 for it. That's what I was told. I'm not selling it. Soundwave is my favourite Transformer. I've already got versions of him in my collection, modern versions. I was always, as a kid, I always thought it was the concept of the radio with the cassettes turning into like Transformer animals and all that. It was great, and I always thought to myself that if I was going to get a G1 Transformer in my collection, it'd either be him or Optimus. And this ain't going nowhere. For the meantime, it's not going nowhere. I might sell the single cassettes, not this one, because that's part of it, but the other ones, I might sell them. I haven't decided yet. But guys, this is just, I mean, the box ain't perfect by any stretch. You can see creases, look, the sellotape, the old sellotape at the side. But yeah, pretty speechless, to be honest with you. Some people are still, a couple of people were not convinced, but a couple of people commented saying, "You sure it's not a knockoff?" When you look at the sides here and you look at this tape and how old it is and dated and brown and just the creases everywhere, no knockoff, no bootleg's going to go into that much effort, to be honest with you. And like I said, I'd asked several Transformer experts, and I'm 100% happy and pleased, and it's real, it's legit, it's an original 1984 toy, and quite frankly, I don't really know what to say about it. Yeah, I'm still shocked. I'm still shocked now. So I'm gonna swap some things around here in the room. I'm going to be swapping some shelves around. The Transformers are going to be moved from their current shelf to a new shelf to make space for this guy. Yeah, don't really know what to say, guys. It is, you know what was more pleasing for me is the fact that everyone was hoovering everything up, and I didn't give up. Like, I didn't think, you know what, you do have days where you don't find anything at all, and then you have days where you find loads. But I am very much now, when it comes to boot sales, I'm very much now a person who is quality over quantity. 3 years ago, I was very much quantity over quality, but I've come to realise that, you know, if you buy, you know, spend 50 quid and buy a ton of figures, 50% of that you can't do nothing with, and people don't want. So I am very much a quality over quantity person now, and my patience prevailed, and no matter what happens now, boot sale season has just properly started as well. So this was the first proper boot sale for me. I've been to a couple, but the weather's been a bit crap. This was the proper first boot sale in my area, or what I'd class as, and obviously they run for the next 3 or 4 months. No matter what happens now, that single item has probably defined the boot sale season for me. No matter if I go to the next 2 or 3 and I don't find nothing, I'll just always just think, yeah, you know what, at least I've got Soundwave. That's all I can say on the matter, to be honest with you. That is really all I can say on the matter. It is truly a very, very, very nice find, and he will look well. He will look good in my collection. He will look good next to his modern counterpart. I actually do have the reissue as well in stock, so I'm in an iron as to whether to keep the reissue, bring it up here and take it out of its box, because this one I want to leave in its box, obviously. But yeah, guys, and I was losing faith to say that it was getting harder and harder. And listen, it is. There is more collectors out there. There's more dealers. There's probably 4 times as many dealers or people who call themselves dealers now than there was 2-3 years ago. I've seen so many new faces on the scene, and I'm just going to carry on doing what I'm doing. And yeah, great stuff, guys, great stuff. Thought I'd share it with you. So that's pretty much it, guys. Boot sale, additions to collection, and just a happy overall couple of weeks, to be honest with you. New job, Chicago in 2 weeks time with Ken, can't wait for that. Just so much coming up, guys, at the minute. Shows and all sorts, but like I said, this weekend, this Sunday, I'm at NEC, so I won't be attending no boot sale, so at the minute videos are a bit, but when I go to Chicago, I'm planning to do a full run of continuous episodes of toy hunting. I'm going to do something a little bit different. Me and Kenna spoke about it, so I'm going to do something a bit fun. I'm going to put some challenges down when we're over there. We're over there for 5 days. Going to be meeting up with Enrique from Creative Bantha and Henry, his son, so it's going to be good fun over there. I can't wait for that. So to all my new subscribers, hello, and if you are watching this and you ain't subscribed, please consider to do so. Don't forget, guys, I am on all social media. You would have seen all this if you followed me on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. The links are below. Guys, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you then.